All right, hey, welcome back. All right, we got our mystery tackle box for April of 2016. If you're not familiar with Mystery Tackle Box, it's a subscription company. $15 a month, they send you a box of tackle worth usually somewhere in the 20 to 25-ish dollar range. Got them for various species, inshore, panfish. This is the regular bass box. If you check out my other videos, I've got the Bass Pro box as well, which is an upgraded version. So let's get into this thing and see what we got this month. All right, so first thing up, we got the card telling us everything that's in the box. It's a pretty full box this month. All right, so first thing up, got original Rattletrap. So this is a Rattletrap, one of the supernatural colors. A crawfish color of some sort. It says it's a mini trap. So 1/4 ounce, relatively light. Nice rattle like all rattle traps, but if you look at it, it's a nice, call it supernatural. It's a nice realistic crawfish color. So this time of year, as the bass are starting to feed up for the spawn, they're really moving up. They're kind of right in a transition here. It seems like every time the water starts to get warm enough that the bass should be hitting the beds, a cold front comes through and runs the water temperature back down. So we got another front pushing through today and tomorrow. It's been really, really windy. It's supposed to be windy the rest of the weekend, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out and fish this weekend at all, but we'll see. But that's the original Rattletrap, $6.49. All right, next up. From Fish Hog, and this is a different Fish Hog. So Wizard Custom Tackle, Fish Hog Big Fish, Big Fish spinnerbaits. The double spin, twin willow leaf, nice bluegill pattern. So my normal water, this actually should do incredibly well. 1/2 ounce, nice sharp hook. This is not a company I'm familiar with. Wizard Custom Tackle, but yeah, for the most part, it's just a basic spinnerbait. Nice long, some long segments on the skirt. So I'll probably run this without a trailer. And my primary lake, principal forage for the bass are other bass and bluegill. And especially as we start coming into the spawn up there, they'll really start hammering the bluegill even more than normal, which is saying something, because that's normally a bluegill pattern is typically my standard thing up there. So looking forward to throwing that. Doing fairly well so far for my local waters as far as colors go. All right, next up from Wahoo, and that tandem spinnerate was $7.99. From Wahoo, the Wahoo weedless jig, a 1/2 ounce jig. This looks like brown with some green and black tinsel in it. So relatively good clear water color. Losing segments out of the skirt already. This looks like just a casting or flipping jig. Nice, nice boat head on it. It's a fairly straightforward jig. Heavy weed guard. I'm definitely have to trim this weed guard down a good bit. Just a rubber band. Let's see what the keeper looks like. It's got a full circumference keeper, so it's not a barbed style keeper. Oh, it'll be interesting. It's a jig. Hard to go wrong with a jig. And I got a pretty good idea of where I'm going to throw this on the lake as well. And I'll probably end up treating this more like a swim jig than anything else, and put some kind of big full trailer on it. Get it looking like a bluegill. All right, next up from Bruiser Baits, got the Evil Twin. That's a sample pack, $2.45 for a 4-pack. I knew the good colors had to end, so here's where they end. But the cool little bait, just nice, real pronounced twin tail grub. But these are in a sapphire blue. Kind of an unusual plastic scent to them, but yeah, these sapphire blue flake. So, like I said, not the best color for the real clear water I typically fish around here, but we'll figure out a way to make it work. All right, next up from Lewis and Wright Tackle, or not. Well, okay. I was going to say I had a beaver tail from Lewis and Wright Tackle, but instead I got another pack of the same bruiser. So when I guess when they were packing these things, they got in a little bit of a hurry, and I got 2 of those instead of the Lewis and Wright beaver tail. All right, next thing up is the KBD fast hatch clip with a ball bearing swivel. So the little fast hatch clips are really cool if you're trying to find, if you're on your cranking rod. So rather than cutting off and retying every time you need to, you want to change colors or whatever, just use a little clip here. You tie. Really hard to see. I'll do a close up of this in a sec. But you tie it on your main line, and then you can use just a little clip in place of the split ring on your crankbait, and it allows you to change the baits fairly quickly. These have a swivel on them, which I guess if you're throwing some kind of inline spinner or something like that, it'd be fine. I don't typically throw anything that would benefit from the swivel. In the case of a crankbait, it's going to screw the action up, having the swivel out there. And in the case of just about anything else, I don't need a spinner, or a swivel. So I really don't know what or if I'll ever even use these. But I'm sure I can find somebody that'll use them, trout fisherman or somebody like that throws inline spinners a lot. Actually, my buddy John, who throws inline spinners a decent amount, probably get some use out of that. And then finally, got a sample pack of Baitmate Fish Attractant. So I will, since I've got these 2 pouches of bruiser baits, I will probably load one of those packs up with the Baitmate and see if I can get some bites that way. Also in the box, we got Mr. Tackle Box sticker, Match the Hatch card, and Double Digest. And for another month, I got 2 different Double Digests between my 2 mystery tackle boxes. The one that I got in my Pro box, once again, is the one from the previous month. This one's brand new. So, interesting article that is in here, though. Understanding the spawns of common game fish. So, it goes through bluegill, perch, crappie, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, walleye, northern pike. Basically giving you when they spawn, what their spawning habits are, what they're looking for in water temp, cover, bottom composition, and then how to attack them, how to fish for them during the spawn. So really cool article. I'm looking forward to reading that one. Let's see how we did on the Match the Hatch. We're going to crankbait a grub, a bobber, the bass, the other KBD, and another grub. So not a winner, and what I want a hoorag. Anyway, it doesn't look like I'm going to get out of the water this weekend. Next weekend is definitely booked for a fishing trip, so expect some fishing videos posted up. Not next week, or not this following week, but the week after. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I do several unboxings each month. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting a new unboxing from a new subscription company here soon in the next week or so, I hope. And if you like what you've seen so far, check out my other videos, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, cheers and tight lines.